Welcome back. We're going to continue Geronimo Stilton's Back in Time, the second book.
Let's begin.
When I finally left the camper, it was already dawn. I was one exhausted rodent. I had spent the whole night discussing details of my trip with the professor. But I was too excited to rest. Instead, I ran to the Rodents Gazette office and called my sister Thea, my cousin Trap, and my nephew Benjamin right away. Once we were all gathered in my office, I closed and locked the door. I told my assistant that I wasn't taking any calls, and just to be safe, I even made sure that no one was spying through the window. Then I whispered, I met with Professor von Volt.
Why are you acting so weird, Jermeister?
Trap yelled.
What's with all this secrecy?
I murmured, Shh! Someone might hear you. We have a secret mission to complete. We've headed on a fabulous new journey through time. With a new time machine and 3 new destinations. Trap grabbed his phone.
Holy cheese! He cried. What racktastic news! I have to tell all my friends right away.
I grabbed his phone and hissed, Shh! This is top secret.
Top secret?
Trap scoffed.
You wrote a whole book on our first journey through time.
I sighed, exasperated.
Yes, Trap, and I wrote it after we came back, not before we left. No one can know that we're going.
Thea was on my side.
No one can know, not even the staff of the Rodents Gazette. No one.
Just then, Sweet Benjamin squeaked up.
Uncle, I have a problem. I don't think I can go. Next week, I have to turn in a big research project on ancient Rome, and I haven't even started yet.
He looked down at his paws sadly.
I really don't know what to write. I'm not very good at history.
I put my arm around his shoulders.
Come on with us. Traveling to the past will help you find information for your project. I'm hoping to find lots of material for my next book, too. We can research together along the way. I bet you'll learn lots of things you didn't know.
With no time to waste, we headed to Professor von Volt's camper. When we arrived, we all put on orange suits made especially for time travel. Then we celebrated our departure with a bottle of whipped cheese and some gorgonzola crackers. The professor proposed a toast.
To your trip into hyperspace. Hyper what?
Trap asked.
We're used to space with 3 dimensions, height, width, and depth. The professor explained. Hyperspace can have 4 or 5 dimensions, maybe even more. Isn't that incredible?
Moldy mozzarella. That sounded complicated.
When you move through hyperspace, you can travel faster than the speed of light, the professor added. Until now, it's just been something you read about in science fiction. But I've figured out how to send you into hyperspace so you can travel through time.
Trap giggled.
I'm hyper happy to go into hyperspace. Should we have another hyper nice toast? I'm hyper hungry.
The professor grinned. Let me give you the instructions for the journey through time. And when I'm done, remind me to tell you why you should never touch the red button. Instructions for the journey through time. 1. How to depart. The date, time, and place must be entered correctly on Geronimo's micro mouse.
Be careful. BCE dates count backwards. The year after 45 BCE is 44 BCE, then 43 BCE, and so on. CE numbering becomes more normal. The year after 1 CE is 2 CE, and then 3 CE, and so on. After entering the date, press the OK button and the rodent relocator will depart. Number 2. How to return. The date, time, and place must be once again entered onto Geronimo's micro mouse. Then press the OK button, and the rodent relocator will bring you all back home. It's as simple as that. Number 3. How to dress. In your bags you will find appropriate clothing for ancient Rome, the Mayan civilization, and the reign of the Sun King, already packed for you. Number 4. How to communicate. Insert one of these tiny microphones inside your right ear. It will instantly translate what you hear and allow you to speak in any language. And number 5, if you get lost in time, get comfortable. You're going to be there for a while. While you're on your trip, remember, never touch the red button.
We entered the rodent relocator, sat down, and buckled our seatbelts. The professor squeaked,
Are you ready to go? Good luck, my friends. Break apart.
As the door closed, I remembered that the professor still hadn't told us why we should never press the red button. I yelled, Professor! But it was too late. He couldn't hear us. We were in complete darkness. I heard a buzz, and then the rodent relocator began to vibrate. It spun around, faster and faster. I felt I was being crushed into my seat. My head was spinning. Oh, my head was spinning and spinning and spinning. Chattering cheddar, my stomach was tied in knots, and I felt super queasy. Luckily, the professor had anticipated the space sickness. Beneath each seat were little motion sickness bags, just like on an airplane. Finally, the vibrations died down. The micro mouse on my wrist announced, Approaching destination. The rodent relocator stopped completely, and the micro mouse announced, Destination reached. We are at the Roman Forum on October 10th, 45 BCE. Our heads were spinning when we climbed out of the rodent relocator. Rat-munching rattlesnakes. I couldn't believe my eyes. We were really in Rome in 45 BCE. We quickly dressed in our clothes of the ancient Romans. Then we hid the rodent relocator in the dark alley. I gathered my family around. Let's say that we are the Stiltonius family, I whispered. We buy and sell fabric, and we're here in Rome on business. Trap cried,
Okay, everyone, try to look normal. Especially you, Geronimo. After all, you always look a little strange.
Then he winked and tugged my tail. I rolled my eyes and clenched my paws. I knew he was only kidding, but Trap's jokes always got on my nerves. But as we walked around the corner, I forgot all about being annoyed. We were in the Roman Forum. The street was paved with cobblestones. Carriages and horses passed by. The smell of spices wafted out of a small shop. 2 mice out in front were arguing in Latin, which I knew was the official language of Rome. Thanks to my special earpiece, I could understand everything they said.
Marius, I'll pay you the silver sesterce for those olives, but only because it's you. Titus, because I like you, I'll cut you a deal and sell them to you for double what you're offering.
Let's settle in the middle. When the deal was done, the cellar mouse yelled out to Trap,
Hey you, stranger, if you just arrived here in Rome, let me offer you a Roman specialty, the mythical garum.
He pulled out a container with a thick cloud of flies around it. Trap murmured,
Garum, garum, garum? I like the way the word sounds. I bet it's delicious. I'll take some.
I tried to stop him. Trap, wait! We don't even know what this garum tastes like.
He snorted. Ha!
We're about to find out. We'll just try some now. Or rather, you'll try some, Jerry Berry.
He grabbed the container, and before I can even squeak in protest, Trap poured a taste of the garum sauce in my mouth. I was so disgusted that I turned green. Ugh, crusty cat litter. It tastes like rotten fish. I ran towards a nearby fountain for a drink, but just then a horse galloped past and crushed my tail. Oh! As I massaged my poor tail, a rodent in one of the windows above dumped a chamber pot. Poof! Right on my head. I moaned, Why me? We spent the day touring Rome. It was a fabulous and exciting city, but it was also chaotic, just like in New Mao City. We had to be careful crossing the street, and there were even crowded multi-story apartment buildings called insulae. And it was noisy too, like the cities on Mouse Island. Even though we were far in the past, not everything was different. As Trap, Thea, and Benjamin walked through the fish market, I rested my paws and waited for them near a fountain. The sun was already setting. I saw a golden lectitie, a portable couch, being carried by 4 mice. It even had a roof and curtains. A fancy mouse sitting on a couch looked down on everyone below. She wore golden rings on her fingers, shimmering bracelets on her wrists, and a ruby crown on her head. As I watched, a gang of bandits appeared in the dark alley, yelling, "Rich matron, give me your jewels!" The frightened mice dropped the couch and ran. The rich matron froze, terrified and surrounded by the bandits. She squeaked, "Help!" I stepped forward. "Leave the lady alone." The bandits turned and glared at me. "Get lost, rat, or we'll teach you a lesson." They narrowed in on me, but luckily Benjamin, Thea, and Trap appeared at my side. Benjamin threw an apple from his basket at the bandits, and they scattered in surprise. Thea ran after them, yelling indignantly,
Scram, you horrible sewer rats! Vade retro! We female mice can also defend ourselves.
Trap waved a large wooden club in the air.
Go!
The bandits disappeared into the darkness faster than mice on a cheese hunt. Whew! The matron sobbed.
I don't know how to thank you. You saved me.
I kissed her paw. "Madam, please don't worry. You're safe now." She threw her paws in the air.
The goddess Juno, protector of women, must have sent you to me. Come to my domus. I will do my best to repay you.
She lifted the couch. We lifted the couch and followed the matron's directions to her home.
Finally, we arrived at a luxurious villa. It was a typical Roman domus, complete with marble decorations and covered with fancy frescoes and mosaics. Until next time, we'll find out what happens next. Have a great night or a great day, depending on where you are in the world.